What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe with No Days Off DFS, here to bring you guys some prop plays for today's slate. I'm going to try to do this a little bit more often for you guys, going over a couple of prop plays that I do like. Of course, with the new year ending, and I know more people, you guys are more interested in props versus the DFS stuff that I do put out over here on the channel. So definitely going to try to tap more into putting out some free props. Now, I do put out a list of prop plays every day over on the Dub Club. So if you guys are looking for more plays besides the two that I'm going to post in this video, definitely check the link down in the description below for the Dub Club. You're not only going to get my stuff, but there are other hitters as well, and some betting plays and stuff like that that are also being put out on the Dub Club. So you're not only just paying for my content, but you're getting everyone else. Like I said, I already covered the DFS side, but I do play props as well on sites like PrizePicks, Chalkboard, and Underdog. So definitely take advantage of those sites as well, especially the promos. Chalkboard, I can't talk enough about Chalkboard. I really do like that site, especially for the fact that we tend to get discount props every single day. That's one of the more easier ways to go ahead and build your bankroll is with things like that, especially sites that give those discounts. When you take those discounts, and on Chalkboard there's no max limit that you have to bet on a play in order to play it, unlike PrizePicks where you only have $25 that you can play on those discounted lines. So definitely check that out. Unfortunately right now I don't have a promo code for Chalkboard, but you can still sign up. Go ahead, get you guys a deposit match bonus. Just hit up support and they will go ahead and hook you guys up with that right there. All right, so looking at PrizePicks, gonna go over two props that I really do like on today's slate that I do feel like we could take some advantage of, low lines and just really good matchups for these guys out here. So first play I'm gonna hit on is gonna be my boy Jacopoto, sitting at 11.5 points for him right now. If you look at his last five, really not the greatest thing in the world. He's only gone over 2 out of his last 5 games in regards to his points when you're looking at his history. Hopefully you guys can see this whole screen, but if you go over here to Outlier, which is a site that I used to go ahead and research stuff for DFS and everything, you'll see over here opposing centers going up against the Washington Wizards. They're allowing 23.3 points average to opposing centers, and this really is a really great matchup in spot for Poto. We look at 11.5 again. Like I said, looking at his last 10, which we can see that over here, he's only gone over 4 out of his last 10 games, and the minutes can't scroll down enough for you guys to see his minutes, but his minutes, they've been up and down, fluctuating. Now one of the reasons why I do like this is not only because this is a really great matchup for him and everyone, like I talked about inside my DFS video. If you guys are looking for DFS content, check that out on the channel. But this is a really great match for everybody over there on the Toronto Raptors, just because the Washington Wizards, they play little to no defense. Offensive putbacks and things like that should be there for Rapoto, and if he's actually going to be able to play at least 20 plus minutes out there, I really do like his upside, because in every game that he's at least played 20 minutes going up against the Washington Wizards, he has gone over this 11.5 point total with 13, 12, 14, and 23 points. I know very small sample size to go off of for him, but just the matchup, the history, and opposing centers that have gone up and faced going up against the Washington Wizards, I really do like the upside of taking Jacopoto over this 11.5. Minus just looking at the last 5 game logs, it's just a really skewed thing to even look at and even try to make your assumptions and stuff on. But Jacopoto, 11.5 points, really do like the upside of that. And then I will be pairing that up with my boy Devin Booker. Now I talked about it inside the DFS breakdown, but the Phoenix Suns, they really need a win. They've looked really bad, just some dysfunction out there for the whole team as a whole, and I definitely believe that this is a really great spot, especially if Dylan Brooks is to miss. I really do feel like Booker, he's gonna have the upside. His PRA looks pretty decent. The reboundings, I know he actually goes out there, he crashes the glass as well. With Nurk being back, he may take a little bit of a hit on the rebounds, but still has some decent upside. And then the playmaking, the assist, that is always going to be there for him, especially because he has the ball in his hand and he's acting as the de facto point guard. And even when Bradley Beal comes back, he's still playing the point. His potential assists, all those things, they're up there for him. But the main prop that I do want to focus on, that's going to be his points. Now when you look at it, he has not gone over his points in quite some time. Just looking at it, last 5 looks really horrible, ugly. You click on this, the regular average better, they're gonna look at this and be like, no, I'm not even gonna mess with that. I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to mess with Devin Booker. But going back over here to my site, Outlier, when you look at it, his last 10 games that he's played in, minus the injury, things like that he's been out, he's 50% in those games. Of course, like I said, this last stretch of games, it's been pretty bad for him. 27, 26, 24, 20, in regards to his points. He's played some pretty brutal defenses over the that time frame. Outside of Washington, really, that game right there should have won. Well, they did win, but should definitely be able to put up more points in that game for us. And he's playing a lot of minutes. Now, one of the things that you guys can't see, and I see it over here on Outlier just because it's on the bottom of my screen, but it says Devin Booker has exceeded 26.5 points in 14 of his last 18 games against opponents with a winning record. He's averaging 31.1 points in those games. Outside of that, granted, his head-to-head going up against them, he's gone over in the last 3 games that he has faced the Houston Rockets and one of those games was last December where he dropped 41 points, 30 and 36 points. And then these other ones, they were in the 2021-2022 season right here for that. So not really going to pay too much attention to these right here, but the uses, the upside, the fact that they do need this win. They drastically need the win. And he's 55% on the season in regards to going over this in the 20 games that he has actually played. This should be definitely a Devin Booker and Kevin Durant show. A lot of threes, things like that going up for them. And I'm going to take the stab, and I really do like this. It's right now sitting at -113 over there for the Vegas odds for him to go over this. I know that he's projected on some sites to actually go for about 30 points on today, and I really do like the upside that we can actually get for him. Like I said, this is really going off of Dillon Brooks being out for today's slate. So like I said, really small sample size, really small stuff to go off of, but just gonna take a chance on this. This opened up, I want to say, at 26.5. So as you can see, PrizePicks has already bumped it up to 28. So if you want to play in other sites besides PrizePicks, you could definitely go ahead and take a stab at this line over there, as well as something to actually go ahead and look at. Now, some other plays that I'm not going to put into the Power 2, but I'll give you guys a couple more plays that you could possibly look at as plays that you can take on today's slate. I do like a rebound combo prop, and if it's still up here, that's going to be my boy Luka Doncic and Jared Allen. If Luka Doncic does play and he's in, I do like that 20.5. I want to say if you add up both their point lines or the props for today, it should equal over the 20.5 that they are asking and requesting for them to actually get. So I do like the over for Luka and Jared Allen, just because the rebounding upside that is there for them. And Jared Allen honestly can go out here and get about 13-14 rebounds himself. And we do know Luka, he does tend to crash the glass as a play, but I really do like the upside for him right there for that play. And another play that I really do like on today's slate, and this one is probably not going to be for the faint of hearts, but going over to the first quarter props, I really do like this play. I looked at it, have been digging into it, but looking at it, Afroon Sengun, over his last 10 games, has been killing it in the first quarter when it comes down to rebounding. Even with Nurkic being out there, I'm not too scared of it. Right now, it says that they're 7th in allowing 11.3 rebounds in the first quarter to opposing centers, or that might actually be rebounds as a whole, period. I'm not too sure in regards to that, how this matchup tool is going to use it for that, but period. 2.5 rebounds is what the line is set, with a -130 for the over favored for the first quarter rebounds. And if you look at it over his last 10 games, he's only missed this in 2 games, one against Milwaukee and one against Cleveland. 2 really great rebounding teams. Even with Nurk being out there, they still give up some boards out there to opposing centers. And a center like Sengun, who actually can fight for his rebounds and get those, he's very good at that. Looking at his head-to-head, going up against the Phoenix Suns. Granted, this is of course without Nurk being out there on that team. He is 4 out of his 7 games that he has played going up against them. So like I said, I really do like the over for this prop over here on PrizePicks, sitting at the 2.5. You look at his last 5 game logs, he's been crushing it on the glass over his last several games, and I don't think that's going to change on tonight. I really do like the over for Afroon Sengun at that 2.5 as a really wild, great play that you could pair up with something else, but I'm definitely going to be taking a stab at that. I'm going to find some other plays to pair it up with. Might look at some points or something like that and just run a all first quarter slip just to have something different. And if you want to see that, you want that, check the link down in the description below, and you guys will be able to get that. All right, guys, that's going to be it for the props for me today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the quick breakdown and thanks for this. If you guys are actually enjoying this content and you want to see more of these type of videos, more of these plays, let me down in the comment section, and I will try to go ahead and make sure I get those for you guys. That's it. It's your boys on. Peace.